What's good, guys? Prince Sports in the place to be. What up? What up? What up, Don? Yo, y'all saw the draft pick last night, right? Now, there wasn't no big time flashy names, but I think Jabari Smith got bamboozled. But have no fear, Rocket fans, you got the best player in the draft pick. All right. So I'm gonna touch on that. Then I'm gonna touch on Kevin Durant's situation. But as far as the draft pick goes, him going to the Rockets got good draft picks. They got young players. That guy's going to be the cornerstone of the Rockets. So if you're a Rockets fan, you know, Purple Rain, Rolly, singing Prince. I don't know what that means. Is that something related to me, or is that from a song? Oh, you talking about Rolly? Man. Yo, speaking of boxing, Canelo may be doing his trilogy. Adrian Broner's making a comeback. Salute, Chi-Town. But the OKC Thunder won the trade. Won the draft pick. They're going to be good for years to come. They're going to be good. No, they took a draft pick from my Knicks. My Knicks get some future first round draft picks. I don't know what's wrong with the Knicks. We keep rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding and go nowhere. We don't have no process. You know how the 76ers were tanking to get draft picks? But we keep doing that and we don't even get top draft picks. We don't even get a number one draft pick. But all these other teams, OKC, get top draft picks. Cavaliers and all these other franchises. They must get it in for the Knicks. Oh, okay, okay. What up, Z? You changed your name so much, but it's always the same name, so that's how I know it's you. But it's starting to get confusing. Sometimes I don't even think it's you. You know? Wait, hold up. Okay, so these are not the same guy. Oh shit. That's not Zach. Oh shit. Zach, I thought you was Purple Rain. Oh my god, I'm getting confused with some of you guys here. My mistake. My apologies. Orlando, yeah, he's good, but I think Jabari Smith was better. I really think Jabari Smith was better. You know, I think Jabari Smith is going to be the best player in the draft pick. They did a lot of forwards. From 1 through 4 is all power forwards or combo forwards, stretch 4 wings. So that shows you the path that the NBA is going. Yeah, Knicks offered money. Oh, why do we need? Like, come on, man. Knicks need to decide what they're gonna be. If you can't land superstars, do the draft and stop giving up your draft picks. Keep drafting young players. You're gonna stink up the joint and not make the playoffs anyway, so you're always gonna get a good draft. Yeah, Knicks are stupid, man. I don't know what's wrong with this franchise. We keep rebuilding. Yeah, I think he could be a Tobias Harris style player too. But Chat Holmgren from the OKC Thunder. The Thunder got 20 plus first round draft picks. Do you know how many first round draft picks they're going to get? All they got to do is continue not to make the playoffs. But here's the thing. Um, their stock may go up if they keep getting these top players or these players that good future prospects. Same franchise that draft James Harden, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. OKC Thunder knows how to build the team. Whoever the GM of the Thunder is, please go to the Knicks. We could use your intelligence to rebuild teams because the Thunder knows how to build teams. They got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander over there. They got Chat Holmgren. They got that 11th draft pick from France. Yo, they good. They know how to pick young players. They know how to rebuild their franchise. So the Thunder know what the hell they doing. A small ass town like the Thunder know how to do business right. But the Knicks, a big market like the Knicks, can't even land a superstar. If KD leaves the Brooklyn Nets, I hope he goes to the Knicks. Because we need somebody. But out of all this whole debacle with Kyrie Irving, because he probably did that to get more money, but watch it blow up in his face. Because if it blows up in his face, Kevin Durant is gone, and the Brooklyn Nets got pie in their face because you lost two superstars. Now the Brooklyn Nets going to have to rebuild through the draft. They got draft picks, and they're going to get draft picks if Kyrie and Kevin Durant leave. So they're going to be a team for the future. And Ben Simmons is going to be their face of their franchise then. But if you're Kevin Durant, why would you want to leave the Brooklyn Nets? You can't win with the Brooklyn Nets. Go and get a Kemba Walker if he gets bought out. Go and get a Derrick Rose. Go and get solid role players, and you got Ben Simmons as your secondary guy. You should be able to win a championship or go to the conference finals with some depth. Why do LeBron James and Kevin Durant feel like they need multiple superstars just to get to the finals or win a finals? You don't need it. Super teams are overrated. Okay? They're becoming figured out. 2 super teams failed this year, and nobody's even rocking with super teams no more. People are not even using that term no more. It's getting played out. All these big 3 super teams figured them out. You get your big 3 superstars, but look at the rest of your roster. Maybe with old guys past their prime, just looking for a cheap championship. Well, you know how we beat that? We got 2 all-stars, and we match your 3rd all-star with a bunch of role players that we could throw at you. A bunch of young bodies, a bunch of double-digit guys that could come off the bench scoring points, because we know you may not have that. Now, a big 3 super team is very devastating, but it's only one basketball. So in the super team, somebody always got to make a sacrifice. That 3rd option got to make a sacrifice. Yes, I said super teams are lame. Without a top 75 player, Steph getting the job done. Giannis Antetokounmpo got it done without a top 75 player, I believe, right? Last year. So it's becoming, they're not going to get Kyrie Irving. They're not going to get Kyrie Irving. And if they become a super team, the Clippers still going to fail if they get Kyrie Irving. They ain't going to win a championship with those 3 guys. I doubt they win the championship with those 3 guys because their roster is gonna get dismantled. Okay, they ain't gonna have no role players really. They ain't gonna have no solid players to back them up. It's just gonna be those 3 guys, and somebody got to take the 3rd fiddle. It's only one basketball, and outside of Kawhi, Paul George and Kyrie Irving need the ball in their hands. So they may be shot. Yeah, that is true. But he has a chance to try to do it without those guys. If you're LeBron James, you got Malcolm Brogdon on the market. You mean to tell me you don't want Malcolm instead of going after Kyrie? Go and get some good role players. You could fulfill your team roster and get solid role players, guys that could help take the pressure off you. You could sit on the bench. You don't have to be so heavy ball dominant if you got some depth. I take depth over another all-star. Kevin Durant could go to Miami and team up with Jimmy Butler. Because if Kevin Durant goes to Miami, Bam Adebayo is gone, Tyler Hero is gone, Duncan Robinson is probably gone, and a draft pick. That's good for Brooklyn. That's the best option for Brooklyn. You get borderline all-stars and the 6th man of the year. You tell me you won't want that? But if LeBron's never going to win a championship again, Chi-Town, and Steph Curry wins more, that's problematic for LeBron. LeBron needs to win more championships, like I said. So you got to win more. You can't have 4 championships out of 10 tries. You can't do it. Okay? You got to make up for that. You can't just ride off into the sunset with 4 championships when Tim Duncan got more, Kobe got more, Jordan got more, Kareem got more, Magic got more. The only guy you got more than is in modern NBA history is Larry Bird.
Powering on. Welcome to All Tech Lansing.
Oh man, that depends on how he wins 7, man. That depends on how he wins 7. But if he could get, he be in conversations for top 3, all of that stuff. Let that man get 7 championships. Oh my God. I can't imagine the effects of Steph Curry getting 7 championships. And man, if he does it by getting individual accolades and winning championships, my God, he become probably one of the winners in modern NBA history because nobody got past 6 yet in modern NBA history. I'm not talking about the 50s, 60s, and all them dudes because they kind of disqualify for GOAT talk in top 30 or top 5. Great players, but a lot of stuff just didn't exist back then. A lot of the criteria didn't exist back then. So you got to completely change how you view things when you add in those other dudes. And they get ranked completely different. Yeah, he do. I give you that, Zach. He do. He do got a legit chance of getting all those championships. You're right. You are exactly right. But who won the draft pick? No, I don't want to keep going back and forth because I'm on 2 topics. But who won the draft pick for y'all? I think it's OKC. And what will the damage do to the Brooklyn Nets if Kevin Durant is gone? Yo, if Kevin Durant is gone, that leaves the door wide open, man. I don't know who you could get for Kevin Durant, but you could get a lot for Kevin Durant. Every team in the league would be going crazy trying to get hold of Kevin Durant. If he wants a legit chance at winning a championship with a solid number 2, go to Miami. If you want to go back home and win one for the Thunder, go back to the Thunder. You with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren, and all those young players, y'all be the Memphis Grizzlies times 2 because you have a real superstar in Kevin Durant. A guy that's arguably a top 5 player, right? I think Chet is a cross between Kristaps Porzingis and Paul Gasol, sprinkled with a little bit of Dirk Nowitzki. He's gonna have to grow a little body, but hey, that's all right. Kevin Garnett was skinny when he came into the league. Dirk was skinny when he came into the league. So then he'll get up. Man, that'd be a Madison franchise. Zach, imagine losing Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant in the same year. You lost James Harden. What does Ben Simmons want? If Ben Simmons is looking at that team like, hold up, Kyrie and Kevin Durant gone, I'm going too. They can't keep hold of a superstar. What's wrong with these guys? You can't let those guys walk. You cannot let Kevin Durant walk. You cannot let Kyrie Irving walk for nothing. They can't walk. Can't let those guys go. What's good, yo?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man? So, yo, who you think won this draft pick?
Uh, the thing is, this draft pick doesn't have really. I don't think there's any real superstar. I think it's all
I
like a
agree
bunch
with
of role players.
I don't know about role players. I think those guys, some of them could make it to be
Like
good,
you
legitimate
remember the 2013
all-stars.
draft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's similar to that. Where if you remember the top 10 picks of that draft, they're not really. Where are they now? They're either out of the league or they're like on the bench. They weren't real.
Right.
I think the only star from that draft was Giannis, who no one thought Giannis was going to be what he was.
Right.
So I think we have a similar thing with this year where it's going to be like a bunch of role players. I'm not saying like this guy, what's his name? Paulos. I don't even know his name. The kid from Duke. I think I mentioned before he's going to be like a Tobias Harris. He's not going to be a superstar player.
Oh, okay. So you don't think nobody on this draft is a superstar player? I see all-stars. I see 1 or 2 years of or probably countless years of a guy being
all-star,
maybe
all-star maybe, but not. There's not going to be like the last 2 years. I think we've had superstar draft picks. Cade Cunningham. What's the kid from Houston? What's his name?
Jabari Smith.
No, the kid who was drafted last year.
Oh God, I forgot his name. Damn, what he just got traded, right?
No, he was
but
what was his
what
name?
is this? Oh my god, I don't know why it's not. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I know who you're talking about,
Jalen
but
Green. Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think he has superstar potential too.
okay.
And then even
But
the year
yo,
before that, you had
mm,
Anthony Edwards, LaMelo. So the last 3 years, you've had. I feel like we've had a solid superstar draft class. John Morant, Zion. I think we're at the point now where we're not at that superstar draft anymore.
I think we may get one superstar out of this draft.
Yeah, I think
If we
maybe
got one,
there's going to be a
if we
steal.
get one out, if we got one out of Giannis, then I mean we may get one out of this one. I think,
Yeah, I think there
I
might be
think,
a steal in the middle of the like even with Jimmy Butler too. He was the 30th
yeah,
pick. So I think you might have a
yeah.
guy who might be a surprise. Like the Bulls selected Dalen Terry. I honestly never heard of him, but like I said, who knows? Maybe he might
Mm.
be he might be the guy.
I think the Houston Rockets pick is a good pick. I think he's going to be the best player in the draft. Could be wrong, but I think he's going to be the best player in the draft. He got the highest ceiling to me. But Chad Holmgren, I don't see what people see so special in this guy. I think he's going to be like I just said, a mix between Paul Gasol and Kristaps Porzingis. He's going to be like a good number two. I won't build a franchise around that kid though.
What about you that pick the Knicks traded? What's his name? Dang. What do you think about him?
He's from France. I mean, he's an international player. I don't I don't know too much about him because he's from France.
Well, nowadays I feel like international players have a higher upside than
Yeah.
guys from here.
Yeah, but you know why, right? Because they play pro ranks overseas.
Yeah, like LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball was playing
Right.
adults. He wasn't playing against college kids. He was playing like I told people that LaMelo Ball was going to be. I still think he could be the best player from the draft. I think you still have Anthony Edwards, but Golden State made a mistake not picking LaMelo over instead of they picked Wiseman instead of LaMelo. They should have picked LaMelo because at that point you would have had a real point guard, and Steph doesn't have to be the ball handler. He could just come off screens, and they would have been way better.
Mm-hmm.
They already won a championship without him, but they would have been way better for the future.
Well, I mean, it's not just LaMelo. Look at Luka. Luka was playing against pros, and he came into the NBA instantly ready for it. He was an NBA ready from the jump. He had the body. He didn't need to develop like that because he was already had experience. So yeah, I do think the Knicks gave away a good player. I think they're gonna regret that in the future. I don't think he's gonna be a superstar, but he may be an all-star for a year or two, and he may have a year that he's real hot, and the Knicks be like, damn, we could have had him on the Knicks. Well, you know how the Knicks is. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know, we're a bum franchise. Whoever's running that, man, listen, man, we just need somebody to run the franchise right. We keep rebuilding, and we giving away our draft picks. So what's the point of building through the draft if you?
Well, it's James Dolan. I think he should give up his ownership.
He's an idiot, man. I'm like, well, what the fuck, man? You keep. This is why people in New York keep going to Knicks. You get draft picks, but you give them away.
You guys had a good chance to get Steph Curry, remember?
Yes.
Yo, Kyrie to the Lakers. What do you guys think?
I don't think
I can't see it happening. I can't see Kyrie. First of all, he wanted to be out of LeBron's shadows. You're gonna go back to him. Like Kyrie, there's no way I see Kyrie going there.
Kyrie said that for bluff to get that money, but it may blow up. He may shot himself in the foot.
Apparently, Kyrie made a 16 less than like the Dallas Mavericks or and the Knicks.
What about him?
The Knicks is on it. Knicks will be a good pick for them. The Knicks make the most sense. They got the money, and they got the good young players to give to the Brooklyn Nets, and some good.
But the Knicks want Jalen Brunson.
So, yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know why we really want him like that, man. We need to be trying to either save up to get a superstar, or just do the draft if nobody wants to come. You know. But we got now more first-round draft picks, and why should we give those away? You know, and why can't we get a number one draft pick for once? We be in the draft pick all the time, first round, and we can never get a first-round draft pick. I mean, a legit 1 through 3.
I think the last one you had was Patrick Ewing, right?
No, last one we had was Kristaps Porzingis. He was in the top.
No, for first overall.
Oh no, first overall, yeah, Patrick Ewing. That was it.
And to be honest, you guys cheated for that too.
Hey man, we're gonna keep that under wraps. sweep that under the rug. We all know the controversy between that. I'm gonna sweep that under the rug.
What do you think about RJ Barrett? What do you think about his potential?
Oh, Kyrie Rowe, he wants to. The 76ers are also on the list.
76ers are okay, but they got to get rid of James Harden. James Harden and Kyrie don't
I don't
even
think he
get
wants to
along.
play
So
with Harden again.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is in that case. Bistro
That
said
would be a
Russell.
good Irving, Maxey, Embiid, Tobias Harris. That's pretty good lineup.
Oh yeah, Bistro said Russell Westbrook is going to get traded to the Charlotte Hornets for PJ Washington, Gordon Hayward. Okay, all these guys that you're mentioning are guys that Michael Jordan want to get off, but he don't want.
On top of that, too, if you heard those franchises, like he said, Charlotte, why would you trade all those guys for Russell Westbrook? I'm not gonna trade them. I'm not gonna trade depth to get Russell Westbrook. I'm probably gonna trade maybe one or two players at max.
Oh yeah. Michael Jordan though, he don't want to get rid of them dudes. He want to get rid of them dudes, and he liked Russell Westbrook, so he want to team Russell Westbrook up with.
No, but he's smart too. He knows Russell Westbrook's not. He's almost past his prime right now.
Yeah,
it's not like he's
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is by far one of the worst GMs in basketball.
Well, he's improved though. He's done a better job compared to.
Yeah,
he's done a better job compared to the past though.
Yeah, he did, but he still don't know how to run a team. The fact that he want Russell Westbrook shows that he don't know how to run the team. Yeah, you shouldn't want Russell Westbrook at this time. You should just try to get rebuilt with your young players. But then again, he is under a big contract with Gordon Hayward. He paid Gordon Hayward all that money, and Gordon Hayward didn't.
I think Russ would be good for these like developmental teams. Like if you're like, let's say the Pistons, right? Russell Westbrook could help your team because he could make other guys better. So I think if you're one of those teams that are like trying to develop your younger guys, I think Westbrook's a good fit for them. Like I think he would be good on Houston, Detroit, teams like those where they have a lot of upside because he makes guys better.
Oh yeah. But I was saying I think the Thunder is going to be the new version of the Memphis Grizzlies. They're going to have a lot of young talent on that. They're going to keep getting better, and they draft good. I mean, if this guy does become a Paul Gasol or Kristaps Porzingis, that's not bad because you got a good roster already enough as it is. They got 20 plus first round draft picks, so they're going to get a first round draft pick for years to come.
Yeah.
But
like I said, but like I said, a team that's developing their team should go after Russell Westbrook. That's like the only team that should. If you're a championship contending team, you don't want him.
You think he should go back to the Thunder?
Yeah, he would help that team too with those young guys, definitely. Because we saw what he did in 2017 with that team, with that younger team. They weren't even picked to make the playoffs, and they were in the playoffs.
Oh, and switching topics a little bit, I kept forgetting to talk about it. Gronkowski retired 4 Super Bowls. Listen, man, stay retired. Don't come back because they haven't.
No, I heard Tom Brady might convince him to come back again.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't convince him to come back.
Hey, I have a touchy subject. What do you think about Deshaun Watson?
I mean, I don't know at this point, man. It's
you know what my problem is. So the NFL will ban Colin Kaepernick for taking a knee, but then they'll allow a guy like Deshaun Watson who raped 22 women back in the league. Like I don't understand the NFL. Like it's a messed up thing.
Bro, that's crazy. I mean,
like you got guys like Ray Lewis who murdered someone.
This is the time we talking about. We rape?
Exactly. No, they've not even Deshaun Watson. Remember that? I forgot that one dude he played for the Panthers. He beat his girlfriend. They let him back. Ray Lewis murdered someone. They let him in the league. But then Colin Kaepernick takes a damn knee and he can't get back in the league.
The NFL politics is stupid, man. You can murder somebody and they take you back. But if I sit there and say F America, I won't come back.
Or take a knee, taking a damn knee, and they're not even. I heard he was gonna go to Raiders, but I haven't heard anything since.
But 22 women?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was, a couple coming out.
It was at a nail salon.
Damn. Now, is do they got more factual proof that he did this, or I mean,
I
could this
mean,
be just
the
one of
way
the?
he's been acting is the kind of suspect. I have friends on
Mm,
Twitter who gotten blocked by him because they brought it up, and he doesn't. If you bring any of that stuff up to him, he blocks you on Twitter.
really?
Yeah, and
Because no, listen,
the
man.
way he's acting to it too, like there's something fishy.
Yeah.
There's something fishy about it.
Mm. Because if you got money, you're a target, right? I mean,
Well, at the
you could,
same time, people who think that who have money, they think they could get away with
right.
anything. That's another thing too.
That is true too. That is true too. I mean, do you think he's guilty?
Like look at O.J. Simpson. The only reason why he got off is because
Mm.
he's rich. If he was a
Yeah,
normal,
and
hard
it's
middle
not just
class
that.
black
It's not
man,
just that. It's not just that. Politics played a role too. It was the whole black and white race thing. You know that if he
Nah,
got
no,
convicted,
no, no, no. OJ got off because they tampered with the evidence. The cop did tamper with the evidence.
like I said, he's
that too.
rich. He's rich.
That too.
He has money to
No,
pay. He has money to pay off cops. If you're rich, you could get
it
away
has
with
nothing to do
anything.
with that. The cop directly tampered with the blood sample. They fucked up the evidence.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm saying he
hell
probably
yeah.
paid him off.
How you gonna pay off someone that mess with the evidence? That make no sense.
I mean, what's it called? Apparently, the guy who shot Biggie was a cop, and Suge Knight paid him.
Man, that wasn't even man. I'm getting away from all these conspiracy theories. That's not true. Those are unsolved murder cases, man. They're unsolved murder
Mm.
cases. I'm not getting involved in those conspiracies. No way.
Well, the Tupac and Biggie thing, the streets know who did that already. Anyway, I know who did that. But that's all hood stuff. I mean that's all hood gang related. So we already know who did that stuff. But O.J. Simpson trial was completely different. I mean, race did play the part in that. 'Cause y'all remember back the tension between black and white people during that whole O.J. thing, man. You had black and white people willing to kill each other over that, and
Well,
black people
you
were so
remember the what's it
defensive for
called?
O.J.
But I direct the aftermath of that case is now that like when it's like involving like law enforcement and stuff, you can't bring up their past deeds in their job to like a
Right,
current case. So
right.
that was a direct aftermath
So
of that. So they stopped doing that. So
mm,
let's say you have
word.
like a
So I
shady
mean,
let's say if you have a shady cop involved in a case now, like let's say Prince you was
right.
involved in like a suspicious case, and
Hmm.
the cop it has a history of doing shady shit. Like
Yeah.
in your particular case, they're not gonna bring that up in court that he's a shady dude.
Hmm.
Then they'll not bring that up. They'll treat it as if he's a stand up cop.
Oh yeah.
So that's the
Yeah.
direct aftermath of the O.J. Simpson case. Like they did away with bringing up like
Oh yeah.
like
But I
so like
mean, I don't know if y'all remember the tension between races during that time though.
I
It was
do.
really a
Well, I know
touchy.
the
I mean
I
I
remember
mean
the
I mean
chase.
I
Do
mean
you
I
remember
mean
the
I
chase?
mean
Our chase,
I
in the
mean I
NBA
mean the
Finals.
the only problem that I saw with the whole OJ thing is that black people celebrated like they didn't have to be so forward with the celebration in their faces like that.
Right.
Like they
Yeah.
were too they were too forward. They're like in your face. How does it feel? How does it feel to be black for once? Oh,
Yeah.
they were violating. They were dancing in their face, hitting like the Michael Jackson crotch snap, and then spinning and doing the moonwalk. Man, they
Mm.
were ODing. They were
Mm.
ODing. They were
Yeah, but just
celebrating it.
this whole thing with Deshaun Watson though, he's probably gonna play. Maybe not the beginning of the season, but he's gonna end up playing at least in the middle of the season.
Oh, yeah, but do you guys think he's guilty though? Now,
No,
that's a
I
I
don't.
long list.
I don't think he's guilty, man. I just
I think
don't.
he there's just
Nah,
something
nah,
sus.
I don't. I think this is just a witch hunt from the Me Too movement. I don't believe it. I don't
Mm.
believe it because every time they do this, this shit where
Do you
like
think all
like
22 women are lying?
That's very possible. All 22 women could be lying. Until
For
I
that
see
bag.
some.
So do you
I
think?
mean,
Let me ask
yeah,
you another question.
I strongly believe until there's some concrete evidence
Do you think Ben Roethlisberger was
incriminating
innocent?
him, I don't believe it. I believe in evidence, not these conspiracy theories, man. I need evidence. I need facts over feelings. That's what I need.
What's called? Do you guys think because Ben Roethlisberger, he got charged for the same thing too with sexual assault.
But
And
thing is, Ben is actually guilty as fuck though. But because
well,
Ben
he
actually
gotta be.
no. I mean, there's evidence like incriminating Ben. Like he actually got caught and got away with
Right.
it. He actually got
Right.
caught. Did this Sean shit is too suspicious. I don't see no evidence really incriminating him. I don't see it yet. I just don't see it until I had some see some real incriminating evidence. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Like there was I seen like 2 cases where Ben was really incriminated. Like he got caught, DNA and everything, and the NFL went out their way to to pay that off.
And the sad part is he's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is. Freaking Ben is like one of those despicable motherfuckers, and
Word.
he he got away with it.
Somebody in the chat says y'all so lost. What are we lost on? What are you talking about?
Like what am I lost on? Like because I want to see like actual evidence, not these wild conspiracy stories. No way, man. But like too many guys get convicted by public opinion or off lies and shit. And then when years down the line comes down and it turns out to be false, it's quiet. Nah, I'm not doing that to Deshaun. I'm not gonna do that to that man. Until there's real cutthroat evidence against that man, I'm not doing it. Like if there's real cutthroat evidence incriminating him, then I'll gladly put him in the firing range. Get him out of here. But there's two women gotta be held accountable for lying, man. Point blank, period.
And they do that a lot. I know some guys that lost their jobs because of one.
Man, I've seen too many guys lose their lives over a woman that lied because she don't want to look bad. Fuck out of here, man.
Right. And yeah, oh my God, do not turn them down. If you turn one of them down, and you're a target, bro, because they don't like to handle. They don't like rejection. They can't handle it on the same level as a guy.
Yeah,
so.
dude. Girls hate rejection, man. They hate it.
Yes, they do. They hate it way more worse than guys. I mean, some guys can't take rejection, but for the most part, some guys are like, fuck it then, bounce.
For me, if it was like one or like with Kobe, right? It was only one girl. If it was like one or two like girl, but like 22, that's a lot of women.
But I don't know. Is those 22?
But I don't believe it because there's no evidence. I need evidence, man. I can't be so what? Like if like celebrities go through rumors every day. Like you don't believe those rumors. Like this shit. Yeah. And I would find it really really suspicious when they all got the same story.
Like, yeah, that's kind of weird too, bro.
Come on, that's too that's too weird for me. Like y'all all got the same story, damn near the same time period. Nah, fuck out of here. I don't believe you. Nah.
It's social media era, man. Anybody could jump on social media and claim this and claim that. I mean, it's just how it is. What up, Trunks?
Man, what's up, man? Salute. What was y'all talking about, man?
We talking about Deshaun Watson and all that stuff.
Oh man. Man,
but yeah, man. Word, but let me
but look at a case between Johnny Depp and Amy Heard. Johnny Depp
that was clear.
I mean, like Johnny's not, but the fact is Johnny Depp had to fight for the right to clear his name for 7 fucking years, yo. 7 years fighting for your name.
He got blackballed. You know how many offers of jobs he lost?
And he got blackballed.
He may still not get another role. I know her career is over with. She already got replaced by like other people for the Aquaman movie.
Aquaman too.
Yeah, for Aquaman too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aquaman was a shit, son. Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Yo,
It was on.
but
Hmm?
yo, who won the draft pick? I think Houston got the best player in the draft. What y'all think?
I don't even know, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Prince. I don't watch these college basketball players like that, man.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
You, what
I don't
about
think
you,
this is
John?
like. I think, like I said, I think this is one of
I,
those
I
like.
didn't I didn't I didn't really have time to watch the draft, so I'm not really sure. And
Okay.
but I would say this, like the ones that are going to bad teams, they're gonna have a real chance to shine. But the
Right.
draft picks that's going to like veteran teams, they're not gonna get no burn like that. They gotta
Mm,
fight and crawl for their minutes.
hell yeah. But I was telling Chi Town the Thunder gonna be a problem, man. Yo, the Thunder got so many first round draft picks.
Oh
They
yeah.
draft they won the draft. They draft a lot of good players with potential. They already got Shea Gildas Alexander. They got good solid players. If you add a guy, if Kevin Durant was to say, hey, all this bullshit in Brooklyn, I'm going back. I'm gonna pull the LeBron. I'm going back home to my original team. Let me go back to the Thunder and see if I could try to win with them. He'll have a solid team, and a team that just built around basketball without no drama. He should just go back to the Thunder if that's the case, because Brooklyn may be set to lose both superstars. And Kyrie just did this bullshit to try to get some money, but he shot himself in the foot because the Nets don't want to pay him that much money. They don't want to pay this man 250 for 5 years. That's a max contract. They don't want to give it to him. But he
Well,
want
I
all
don't
this
blame him
bread.
too. If you're Brooklyn, what did this guy do for your team to that he deserves it? He's been with the team for
Yeah,
three
but
3 years, and you guys haven't even gone to a conference finals.
yeah, I don't know, man. I
And he
mean,
was
a
hurt
lot of guys.
first two playoffs. He was hurt 2020 and 2021, and then this year he didn't even show up besides the first game. It's not like he deserves that money.
True that.
And to be honest, even if they do, let's say they do sign Kyrie and KD, there's no
Mhm.
guarantee that they're going to win a championship because teams are getting
Hey,
a lot better. You got
oh yeah.
Milwaukee,
Oh yeah.
Miami, Boston, all these teams. I don't think Nets stand a chance with that
Hey,
roster they have, especially.
hey, how you feel
Mm.
about if Kyrie goes play with the Lakers? Like, you guys feel like they
Dude,
got
that's not
shot, or
happening. That's just all speculation and media trying to stir up a story.
I mean, yeah,
Mm.
but I mean, Kyrie is, in my opinion, still like a good star player or superstar if you want to put it in
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Man,
saying that. I'm just saying
Kyrie
that
ain't no superstar, man. Stop that, man. Stop throwing
he's a,
that
he's an
word
I
all
out
said
star.
there.
star. I said star or super. If you want to put him there, but
All
he's
star.
still
He's
a
an all
great
He's
star.
player. He's
labeled
still
as
good.
Kyrie Irving is labeled as a superstar. So when I judge him, people get, oh, why you hate? Cause I'm judging him because you say he was a superstar.
Man, he
That's why
ain't
I'm
no
judging him for.
superstar, man. He just a star player. That's it.
Mm. Agreed.
Yeah,
I mean,
but there's no way he goes back to play with LeBron. That'll hurt his career, I think, too.
It's good,
Because
yeah.
the whole
What's
narrative is
up?
gonna say, "Oh, what did you do without LeBron?" That's gonna be his whole legacy.
See,
Oh,
but here's the dang shy. Here's the dang shy town. Kyrie is so iffy. You don't know what to expect from Kyrie Irving. None of us do. He
no,
could wake up in
man.
the morning and decide to just do some crazy. You just don't know
no,
with these guys.
you know what I think Kyrie should do? No,
What?
I think a team like Philadelphia should trade James Harden and go ahead and get the Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but then
Mm.
Harden, they have to get rid of Harden. Then,
Get rid of his ass, man. Hate that nigga.
in fact, you know what would be nice thing for
Harden is
KD
set.
if Kyrie
Harden is set
leaves,
to get
he
a
could go
max.
to Philly.
Mm.
If Kyrie
But
leaves, KD could
Philly
go
have
to Philly.
to decide if they're gonna give. Philly have to decide if they're gonna give Harden a max contract. So
Well,
they
if I'm
got
Philly
choice.
and if Kyrie's leaving the Nets and KD wants to leave, I'm doing whatever I can to
Mhm.
trade for KD because KD and Embiid, that's a championship contender.
Mm. True that. And yo,
In fact, I think if you put KD and Embiid together, you could say they're favorites to win the
hell,
East and the championship.
and yo, you know the funny part about it is the Lakers don't need Kyrie Irving really. They just need some depth. Why stop going after supers or all stars all the time? You don't need it because teams are starting to figure out how to beat big threes a little bit.
Well, that team is not going to go
Yeah,
anywhere if 80 is
I
always getting
mean,
hurt.
the only key to being a big three, yeah, you have to have a strong bench. If you have a strong bench, you could beat a
right.
big three because usually big threes are top heavy and their bench are really thin. So you
Well,
beat the
that
bench.
Miami team in
So
Exactly.
so
2013,
so if you
Miami.
beat the if it, like it like if your bench beat their bench, you're more often than not you'll beat them.
Well,
Yeah.
Miami,
You
they
know
had a
why
big
is that,
three
John?
and a great bench.
John. You know why is that? Because they give all the money to those 3 stars. They don't got enough money to afford anybody else too much. So
Well,
you
that's
get a
not
bunch of
necessarily true
guys.
because Miami, they built their because they got Shane Battier, Mike Miller, all those guys. They built their depth too when they had Wade, Bosh.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys was on expiring contracts and it was kind of old. So that's just how super teams are built. Sometimes you're always going to find leftover pieces, a guy that been in the league for a long time and say, "Oh, I can win a championship with
No,
this
but
super
those
team."
guys were like
And
Shane Battier, Mike Miller. Those guys were solid players who could get you shots.
yeah, they were solid. They were
Yeah,
solid. I mean,
and that team through top to bottom was pretty much stacked. So I think you could the first. I know it's the first year, like even with Brooklyn
right.
too. Um, Brooklyn, their bench wasn't good last year, even this year. But I think even if they keep Kyrie and KD, they could still build
Mm-hmm.
a solid bench if they get like a guy like DeAndre Ayton or something like that, or Miles
Yeah,
Turner.
because they don't get a third. You don't get a third all-star. If you just got 2 all-stars, you could fill your team out with some solid role players in depth, and that's how you could beat a super team. Really, like John said, put some depth on that bench and have a body that you could always throw at these guys. So one thing you don't want to do, because there's only one basketball, and big threes always got to make a sacrifice. I don't care
Well,
what
one
big
thing that
three
could
you get,
happen too, Kyrie could go to
somebody
the
got to make a
Clippers.
sacrifice. Huh?
Kyrie is not going to Lakers. Stop saying
No,
that. They don't have
Clippers,
the
Clippers,
assets.
Clippers.
The Clippers are more viable because they have the
Yeah, it's the
assets.
Yeah,
Clippers,
it's
not
all over
Lakers.
social media anyway. With Kyrie Irving going to the Lakers, so like, dude's ready to jump ship already. That's what it looks to me. They even get 4 years and ready to jump ship.
Listen, I
That's
don't see
all
it
they
that
do is
way.
jump ship.
Listen, I don't see it going down like that because he does have until the 29th to make a decision.
Well,
So
I could see Kyrie go to
LeBron
the
fans
Clippers.
all
man,
happy, like, yo, they're back
I could see
together. It's like Scottie Pippen
man,
and Michael Jordan.
man, I could see the Brooklyn Nets caving in and giving him the 5 years he won. Point
No,
blank
I'm saying
period.
But they can't win in the
I could see him
Nets.
go to the Clippers.
What? Why? Paul George want him? They're like, all right, come through, and then the
I
big
mean,
three,
I don't
another
think.
big
I don't think.
FYF mentioned it's Kawhi's a little snaky too. He knows how to. He stacks his team too. He colludes with other players.
Well,
He's
the
the one who called.
Raptors. So the Raptors was like
No,
what a
he
massive.
called Paul George. He told the Clippers, "I'm not coming if you don't bring Paul George along." And he called Paul George.
So what about the Raptors? The Raptors was
Well,
like,
that he got traded. He never
He
even
just
wanted to go
got
to
traded.
Toronto.
That like he only clued to go to the Clippers.
Yeah, that he got traded and he never wanted to go to Toronto. He always wanted to play for his hometown.
you need a second player anyway to win. I mean, it's a team sport. In the end of the day,
Yo,
it's
kid,
who you
Trump,
play
where you
with.
at, kid?
No, but I'm saying Kawhi. I wouldn't be surprised if he's making phone calls to Kyrie.
Well, it's been reports that Kyrie and LeBron are already talking.
Yeah, LeBron's like, yo, gotta come save my legacy, bro. I'm already gonna be 38. Don't let me call Ja Morant, because you never know. They
I
might
can't
call
let
Ja,
Steph-
Giannis, and come through, join in.
He's like, yo, I can't let Steph get number 5. You got to stop.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they work. The fans already say he's
LeBron
top
wants to play
5.
with Kyrie. LeBron wants to play with Curry.
Of course.
Yeah, but that's
he's
not
very
gonna happen.
competitive, and he's Shot Town. He's very competitive.
Yeah, but he know that's not
He wants
gonna
to beat
happen.
the best.
He got to
You
figure out
gotta
a way
beat
to
the
stop
best.
Curry from
Can't beat the
5.
best, join him.
Yep, that's a threat to LeBron because LeBron know I can't have another guy getting more championships than
He's
me
not
under
just
my watch.
Curry has to worry about. What about Giannis? Everyone else is coming back.
Yeah,
John
but
Morant,
I
all of
don't.
them are coming back. Well, I mean, you think it's just Steph Curry's the
I
biggest
don't
threat?
think. Yeah, but I don't think LeBron care about like Giannis winning another championship or so. I think it's more.
Well,
on
Giannis'
Steph Curry.
resume at his age, his resume is near what LeBron was at the same age. They're really close.
28, 29
Yeah.
years old. Yeah.
I think Giannis has a better because he has like the MVPs, the Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
He has other stuff too.
Giannis has a good chance to surpass LeBron James, but he got to win more. But if he gets a 3-peat, well, he can't get a 3-peat now.
Well, it's gonna
But,
take Giannis a while to surpass LeBron. He's not
I
just
think
gonna
he could
surpass
get
LeBron.
because he's still young. He's only what?
Yeah,
27?
he has a long way to go to surpass LeBron. He's not just gonna come and surpass LeBron.
No, but I'm saying he has more. I think he has a little more than
Because
Steph.
even if Giannis beats him 1-on-1, then the argument's gonna be like, oh,
He's
Giannis,
done something
LeBron
LeBron
is
has never.
38, he's out of his prime. Even if Giannis beats him 1-on-1, LeBron's out of
What's
his
it called?
prime.
Giannis has done something LeBron didn't. He win Defensive Player of the Year.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yo,
10
Giannis
tries
got
in the finals, and he still didn't get that damn Defensive Player of the Year award.
yo,
Or he didn't
Jay,
even
but
make it
guess
to
what?
9 on defensive team for
Jay,
crying
Giannis
out
got a
loud.
chance. Giannis got a chance to surpass all them dudes. He got a chance to surpass Kawhi, Kevin Durant, and LeBron. He could surpass all those dudes if he keep
Yo,
being
check
dominant
this
and
out,
winning
man. Like,
individual
to
more
be honest,
titles. What's
yo,
up?
listen, man. To be honest, if Giannis win one more ring, he already surpassed LeBron James.
How he surpassed LeBron James in
No,
one more
just so
ring?
two. No,
Huh?
if he wins 4 or 5.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
Because
but
listen,
two?
listen. Wait. Listen. Time out. Because listen, guys, we all have to remember when it comes to Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and LeBron James, we have to judge their rings differently because these guys won rings with super teams. Like we can't really
Yeah.
count that shit. Anybody could do that.
Yeah,
Go
but he
tell
still has
the
That's not
yeah, but
fanboys
fair,
that,
bro.
bro.
LeBron
Go
still
tell
has the stats
LeBron
and
and
stuff.
fans that, Joy, bro.
Huh?
They'll argue.
LeBron still has the stats and accolades and stuff like that, though.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Huh?
But yeah,
This is what they use for
I
the
mean, like,
argument.
and to be honest, bro, like regular season MVPs does not matter. It doesn't mean nothing. Like that
No, but
doesn't
I'm
mean
saying he has the stats. He has more of the.
Now regular season MVPs do mean something. Get
no,
out of
it
here with
does
that.
not, bro,
Rebounds,
because
but
assists,
it
triple
doesn't
doubles. I
go
thought
to
they're
the
gonna
best
bring that in the
player. Like it's
scoring record. They're gonna bring the fans.
His
Gonna bring
body of work
yo,
would still
listen, bro,
be.
like regular season MVP. Listen,
It
yo,
does matter
check
when we're
this
talking
out, bro.
about their
Kobe
career
has
in total.
yo, listen, bro, check this out.
yeah,
It's
and soon
bullshit, bro. Look,
legacies, yeah,
listen, bro. Like,
gotta have it.
yo, listen, yo, my nigga, I'm telling you, like, if you're a pure basketball fan, you will know the regular season MVP is bullshit. Shaquille O'Neal has one regular season MVP. Dwayne Wade doesn't have not even one regular season
Shaq
MVP.
got one. Shaq had more than Kobe. Kobe, if I
Yo,
last time I
Kobe
checked,
has one regular season MVP. That shit doesn't matter.
Shaq
Right,
had more than him. Didn't
right
Shaq
or
have
wrong,
more than
right,
Kobe?
Keith?
No, it doesn't matter. No,
Right,
it's just so
regular
you
season
can't just look at
MVPs
the.
don't
It
mean
can't be the
nothing,
only
bro.
thing you look at.
Nah, but here's the thing though, Hoop. You gotta have it on your resume for a superstar. You know what I mean? If all them other
Yeah,
dudes
that
Nah.
just
have
shows that you dominated. You can't
Yo,
just say
listen,
don't
man.
mean
If the
nothing
media
if you
not
didn't
fucking with
dominate.
you,
But
they not
how
fucking with
how
you.
how you gonna say it don't matter? But yet Shaq and Kobe have one. Come on, it does
One, they're
matter.
supposed to have more than that.
Like Kawhi has none. That's why I don't see Kawhi being in the top 10.
But Kawhi, man,
Well,
get out of
Kawhi
here with
got an
Kawhi.
MVP.
Kawhi
He won
load
it.
managed.
He went with the Raptors.
Kawhi don't even play enough
No, the
games
other
to
Finals
qualify
MVP. He doesn't
for it.
have a regular season MVP.
Oh
Kawhi
yeah.
could get a
Kawhi
regular
doesn't play
season
enough
MVP
games
if he
to
wants to.
qualify to get the MVP.
He could get one.
He
He's
does
at
no, he
this age.
And
can't.
He's not
He
gonna
he
won
win
with
rather
the
that
load
MVP.
Raptors.
manage.
You tell me he didn't get no MVP?
Man,
He won with the Raptors.
Kawhi Leonard is a
No, I'm not.
postseason player.
No, Jared, I'm not talking about Finals MVP. I'm talking about regular season.
Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, bro. Like, how does a player like Dwayne Wade has 0 regular season
Because
MVP?
he's competing with Kobe and Shaq for the award and Tim Duncan.
And
That's
LeBron
why.
got the
No,
MVPs over
bro.
Dwayne Wade. That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. The
Yo,
And he went
Dwayne
competition
to go
was
Wade's
tight.
supposed
platinum.
to have one, my
Listen,
guy.
he's competing with
Joel,
Shaq. He's competing with Shaq,
listen, man.
Kobe, Tim
Joel
Duncan,
Embiid's
and
supposed
Allen
to have one
Iverson
this
for the
year as
MVP
well.
award.
Joel's supposed to have one this year as well. Like I said, bro, it doesn't always go to the best player, bro. It's bullshit.
No. We understand you can't just go by MVP because Steve Nash has more than Kobe. We're not saying that, but it does
Yeah, like,
matter.
And
bro,
Kobe's a
like, come
better
on.
player. And Kobe's
No, I'm
better than
not
Steve
saying it's
Nash.
the only thing you
Come
look
on,
at,
like
but it does
you
matter.
like everybody knew after that Colorado case, his image was done. Like, stop that.
They were talking shit way before
Yes, it
about
was.
Kobe, bro.
After the Colorado case, even though he proven himself innocent, they scratched him away from the Sprite commercial, the Nike commercials, and all that. His image was done.
No, they
You're
were
not gonna
ripping Kobe before that,
when
bro. I
it
remember.
comes to MVP, it's not just about the the team success. Also, your image play a part in that too, because you're a representative of the NBA, and unfortunately, in this world, with this Me Too crap, they're not gonna penalize women that lie on men, and for that reason, it's gonna hurt your reputation.
But they
Your
were ripping
reputation.
Kobe before that, bro. But
No,
the
Yeah, they
Colorado
did.
they weren't.
did that.
They weren't.
No,
They
they
were
weren't.
not.
Kobe
It
was
was
Dog,
like,
they
it was
used
what?
to
it was
call Kobe
after
a
that.
ball
It was
hogger, a selfish player.
no. It was after that case. That's when they started ripping him because
And that's
they just
after
I
Shaq
don't
left.
know.
because
And
Kobe
after
don't.
Shaq left
because
LA, he
because
got
when
that
Nah,
MVP
Kobe
when
was
stuff.
fighting
Shaq was
when
with
Kobe was
Kobe, they
fighting
used to
that
go.
case, That's when he was having his beef with Shaq, and the media was ripping him, calling him a rapist and all that.
Yeah, but
Well,
even before that, they used to call
while the
Kobe
trial was
selfish
ongoing,
and a ball hogger.
Mm.
They used to call Kobe a
What?
selfish and a ball hogger before that.
No,
The
that was when
Colorado
Shaq.
case,
No,
Man,
that
it
was when
has
Shaq
nothing to
left.
do with that. It has everything to do with the that rape case in Colorado. It destroyed his public image.
No, Jerry and
Yeah.
Jerry. What you're saying?
Yo,
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 John.
listen, man.
People
In
were
that
burnt.
year, I
White,
think
yo, John. White
2017.
people were burning Kobe jersey.
Exactly. And then Kobe went on to win 2 more world championships, and it still didn't really help his public image. It took him to retire and die
Well,
for
even
people to
even
start
after he
loving
died too.
Kobe.
What's it
I
called?
already liked the Kobe before that. So I'm just speaking for me. I
Even
liked
after
the
he
Kobe.
died, what's it called? After he died, all these people brought it up on social media.
Oh yeah, Stephen A. All these. It was fake. ESPN with their
No,
fake
remember that
tribute.
remember that Gail King interview, and then
Right,
someone
right, right,
asked
right.
him.
Oh
Man,
God, don't even mention her, man. Oh God,
Gail King is just a lonely ass bitch.
I
She's
know.
like, yeah.
Oh God, don't even mention her, man. Like, oh my God, man.
Word. But yeah, man.
I don't.
Yo.
I mean, the
Oh, hoop,
MVPs. Yeah, it's
hoop,
supposed
you
to be who
dropped out. Yo, hoop,
dominated, but Juice get. I
hoop,
don't
try
know,
to come
man.
back in, hoop. Because I got still more questions for hoop. Hoop, try to come back in. I don't know if his Wi-Fi dropped or something.
People always want to like ignore that story with Kobe. It was after that Colorado case, it destroyed his image, and they were never gonna consider him for
He said Joe
MVPs.
Biden surpassed Kobe.
The only thing Kobe had a legit shot for was Finals MVPs, and he had to be
Mm.
contending to get that.
Yeah, and that's when LeBron came in, and the whole focus, the chosen one, right? That's what they were saying all over sports media, the chosen
Yeah,
one.
Um,
but remember they were hyping it up, like they were hyping it when, like, remember when LeBron had the #1 record in the East, and Kobe
yeah.
was in the finals. Remember, the media was promoting Kobe versus
LeBron,
LeBron in the NBA
yup.
finals. And
Finals, yup,
LeBron, like he didn't deliver. LeBron didn't deliver,
yup.
even though
I
he had
Yo,
the
remember
but
number
John,
LeBron.
one
He didn't
seed.
made. He
yo,
didn't
John, here's
deliver.
the funny part. Here's the funny part, though. During that whole promotion, they were promoting LeBron as the good guy and Kobe as the villain. And they wanted
So
the
didn't they
face.
burn LeBron's jersey,
They,
the Cleveland
they
LeBron's
wanted
jersey
the
when he went
face.
to Miami? Has people forgot about that? When he
No,
went
but
to
I'm not
Miami,
talking.
the Cleveland.
That's after. That's after though. During that whole
Yeah,
time
yeah.
when he had the puppets and all that stuff,
Yo, they hated
LeBron was
LeBron
looked.
for that move, man.
Yo, LeBron was looked upon as the guy that's supposed to surpass Kobe and beat Kobe in the finals. They were favorites to
Nah,
go over
he's
the
not
Lakers.
beating no
Right,
Kobe Bryant in the finals. I don't care.
right.
Look, in my personal opinion, I would
I
have my money on
understand.
Kobe.
Yeah, I understand that, but the media was behind LeBron James more than
Yeah,
Kobe at that
yeah,
point.
yeah. They were,
You know.
but everybody know, like, LeBron got beat by Orlando, and could go to the finals, and then like what, 2 years later he got beat by the Boston Celtics,
And Kobe
and
beat those
No, the other
teams.
year
Yeah,
after, not
Kobe
2 years
beat
later. The other
Magic
year
and the
after.
Boston Celtics too.
yeah, yeah.
And then there was a
So
Dallas thing too. The Dallas choked up job.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
why,
was just yeah.
that's why I'll never have him as the go. After that, 2011, his GOAT case was not there anymore.
Oh, with Kobe, right?
You can't no with LeBron when he choked against Dallas. You
Oh
can't
yeah,
be
yeah. I
after that. You
remember.
can't be GOAT when you're putting up 8 points against Jason Terry and JJ Barea.
Yo, like I tell
man,
you, bro,
listen,
she's gonna be
man,
hitting. LeBron's gonna be hitting up those phones, man.
you guys got to stop that. Oh, because he had one bad finals. Come on, man. Magic Johnson was known as
No,
Tragic
but
Johnson.
no.
Come on,
Jordan
come
never
on.
had. MJ never had a series where he melted down like that. In all the series he lost, he still went out balling. He was the
Man, I remember Jordan going up against a Boston Dynasty and getting his ass whipped.
Yeah, we all
no,
know the
but guess what? He was still
1980s.
putting up numbers.
All I'm saying
The
is this.
1980s.
He wasn't putting up no
Listen,
8 points.
listen. All I'm knowing is this: whenever we seen Jordan go up against a competition close to what LeBron went to in the finals, like those Golden State Warriors, like we seen Jordan against the Pistons
No,
and
but
the
what's it
Boston
called?
Celtics,
Jordan
and he
wasn't
got his
scoring.
ass whipped. Jordan
He
got his ass whipped, and let's be honest. During the first NBA Finals that Jordan went to, he went up against a hobbled Showtime Lakers with no James Worthy. Kareem was retired. they're not the same Showtime Lakers.
Oh, hey,
If he,
okay, yeah, but
if
what's it
he,
called?
if Jordan went up against the
Hold on.
real Showtime Lakers, he would have got his ass whipped.
How do you know he
Well,
would
we
have
don't.
lost?
We don't. Hold
He
on. Hold
would
on. We
have,
How
don't
do you
know
know that? With what
Hold
proof and
on.
evidence
We
he would
don't know
lost and
that,
ain't
Joe.
gonna
You
win?
can't. We
because I
don't know
seen
that,
him
Joe.
go up
But
against a dynasty and
check
get his
this out.
ass whipped before. That's why.
Check this out, though.
Cody,
We don't know.
Jordan never beat no dynasty teams.
I seen
Yo,
Jordan go up against a dynasty team and got his ass whipped. The Boston
You
yo,
talking
hold
about
on.
the
Celtics.
Hold on for a minute.
1980s when he
When
was a
we gotta
rookie?
Yes.
put. Hold on. We gotta put
Rookie?
this in perspective,
Yeah.
though. Yo, we gotta put this in perspective. When he did lost to the Boston Celtics, they were the lower seed, eighth seed. All right, so it's not like they were gonna beat the Boston Celtics anyway. They were never a championship contender going up against the Boston Celtics. When LeBron was championship contenders, he came up flat. Okay, when Jordan was a title contender for the most part, and they hit their stride, they won, and they did it on a bigger stage.
Like
But check
remember,
this
but
out.
no, one time when he was in contention one time, I do remember the Bad Boys Pistons whipping his ass.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
Yeah,
saying he don't.
yeah,
everyone knows
yeah,
that. That's well
yeah.
known throughout the league. That was the
I'm not saying
1980s.
I'm not saying he don't have no shortcomings. I mean, but they was true championship contenders around 1989.
But he never
All
had
right,
a
so
meltdown like LeBron did against Dallas.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, even LeBron fans even admit that. That was one of the
And check
worst.
this out: beating the if we're gonna sit there and just he didn't have this guy didn't have that. You got to do that for every NBA Finals. That means no NBA Finals
Yeah,
is
LeBron played in
winning.
3 different
Everybody was
teams, and
hurt.
he won 10 tries and 4 and 6.
But
Yeah, but
listen,
But I mean,
like
LeBron left his team to because he.
listen. Well, listen. What I'm saying is this though. It's something that you really cannot deny. We never, ever saw Michael Jordan in the finals go up against a dynasty. We never seen that before. That's
What
a
you talking
fact.
about? Like what?
I mean,
Shaq?
you could have had those Jazz team could have been a dynasty.
Man, stop it. They're not no
Yeah.
dynasty. They like we
Oh, so
never
Bro,
Kobe
you
seen.
was
had
the
two
second
All
all-time
Stars.
scorer.
They
They're
were
So
the
not
two
no
John
guys
Stockton
who had.
dynasty,
was
man.
John
They're
Stockton had
not
the
a
highest
dynasty,
assist
man.
50 team,
They're not a dynasty. How many chips they
and
won?
they had what 60 plus win.
How
Utah
many
had 60
chips
plus.
did how many
Why didn't they
championships
win chips? Why didn't they win
how
chips?
many championships did John Stockton and Carmelo won?
Why don't they have
They lost to
championships?
Jordan the Bulls.
Man, I want to hear that excuse. They had a chance to win. Like those games were close. Like 2 points, a possession away. I'm not trying to hear these excuses,
And
man.
hey, if they didn't look, they didn't win because Jordan was the X factor, especially in '98. They
Yeah,
had
Scottie Pippen
on
had a
paper,
back injury.
on
Rodman was in
on
trouble,
paper, the Jazz was a better team than the Bulls in
and they had a
'98.
60 plus win on records. They just as and John
Yeah.
Stockton had the highest assist in NBA history. He had it for a long time, and Carl was the
Man,
second.
Salute.
look,
What's up, G-Money?
listen. I agree with all that, but I'm just saying this. Like when it comes to LeBron finals losses compared to Michael Jordan's finals losses, we really gotta put them in
Right,
perspective.
but no. The
Yeah,
only
but
one
LeBron went to
I don't
Miami.
hold
I'm
against him.
sorry.
Like
Oh yeah,
At
we're
least
gonna.
Jordan didn't
Oh
jump
yeah,
ship.
check this out.
Jordan
We're gonna
didn't
pick.
jump ship in the
Hold on for a
1980s
minute.
because they were using the Jordan rules and hand
No, the
checking
only
and
one I
elbows
give
and moves.
LeBron a pass for is
15
2007 because he was like he was only 22.
and
15,
2015
So let me get
15,
this
18.
and
and
how
then
That was
in
old
it.
Jordan was in the
2015, and
1980s.
2015, and 2018, and 2018.
2011, 2014, he had no excuse.
and 2017 too. I know people like saying, "Oh, they had the KD Warriors," but let's look at 2017. Right, the Cavs were up by 7 in the fourth quarter of Game 3, up by 6 with 2 minutes to go and lost, and in Game 5 only lost by 9 points. And you want to hear this? The Cavaliers starters outscored the Warriors starters by 19 plus points in Game 5. They only lost by
Right.
9. So the Cavs really lost to the Warriors bench, KD and Steph in Game. They lost to Iguodala, KD, and Steph in Game 5, and in Game 3, there's reasons why they lost that game. Turnovers, Kevin Love missed a layup, LeBron and Kyrie took bad shots, JR
Yeah,
took
10 tries.
three, and
And
Kyle
they still
Korver
came
missed
to
a
this
three in
heat.
the left corner. So to
Yep.
me, if you really look deep into that, the Cavs really could have won that series. They just defended.
10 tries in an
And in
underachieved.
2014 too, you got to remember Tim Duncan and Ginobili were not in their prime. They were
Good point.
Duncan
Good
was like
point. And then the
38
Heat
years
won
old.
Game 2 on the road, and people forget about this. Miami won Game 2 on the road, 1-1. At the time, Miami was 8-0 at home in the playoffs, and the Spurs still kicked their ass twice. No one thought that.
Kawhi wasn't even his peak either. Kawhi was still a role player. He wasn't the Kawhi we know now.
Right. I mean, yes,
Yeah,
I know LeBron played great teams. I get that. I understand John's point. Yes, Jordan has shortcomings. No excuses for anyone. If you lose,
Just like
you
Kobe.
lose.
Kobe
No
had his
excuses.
shortcomings, but at
But
least Kobe Jordan didn't cheat the system like LeBron.
I
So
He
what?
know.
didn't
Oh,
cheat the
Okay,
system.
what I'm
LeBron's
saying is this.
2011.
Jordan Kobe didn't cheat the
Yeah, but
system like LeBron.
I look at both sides here. I see where you guys are coming from. I see where John's coming from. Yes.
LeBron jumped ship. He can't handle
Listen, can I
competition.
speak, man? Don't keep interrupting me. Jeez.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying, man. Okay. I look at both sides. Again, Jordan did play against great teams. That's true. But I'm gonna be objective. He's a great player. He's the GOAT for me, but he still lost. I'm not saying it's all his fault, but he still lost though. I can't just erase that from your resume. You know what I mean? I know
of course.
every loss is a loss. Everyone deserves blame. Jordan deserves some blame. Phil Jack, Bill, I think, what was his name? The head coach. Wasn't head coach of the Bulls in the 80s? Was it
Oh, it was a guy. He was a Sixers coach too. Doug Collins.
And yo,
Doug
here's the
Collins?
main-
Everyone deserves blame. The role players, everyone deserves blame for
Yeah.
why you lost to the Celtics and Bucks. No excuses for MJ. You couldn't get MJ is the GOAT, but I'm saying that no loss gets erased from your resume. No loss, no matter if you were favored or not.
Oh,
Well,
not in the
I think
biggest
there
stage.
comes a point though. If you're in your like early stage, like Jordan's first, Jordan was. His
I
second
understand
year.
that, but still in your resume. Again, not to compare the Bulls to the Lakers with Magic and the rookie. I'm not trying to compare the teams, but what I'm saying is that Magic was a rookie and he won. Kawhi was a third-year player and he won. Again, I'm not.
Yeah, but look at who he's playing with. Another.
I understand it, but you
MVP
can't
caliber.
change. You can't change. They still won no matter how much you want to slice it.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying though, if a guy's like he was.
it doesn't matter
by
about age, man. It still counts against Jordan's resume.
That's
Again,
the same thing about LeBron. They said he was old. He's too old. That's why
I
he's
can't just
losing.
punch that and ignore it. What do you think, Pete?
Well, hold on for a minute. No matter how you slice it, then that means LeBron still left championships on the table because you guys are sitting.
Yeah, he lost. He lost
trying
6
to
times out of 10.
Hold on, you're trying to give him a pass for losing in the finals when a lot of those losses, some of them was on him too.
Exactly. Everyone is doing. I'm not going to give him excuses. When you lose, you lose. I'm not going to give him excuses. No
Yeah,
excuses.
and G Money, that's the biggest stage there is. You still got 6 losses on the biggest stage there is.
Exactly.
That matters too. Okay.
Exactly.
But the competition is so fierce. I mean, come on, 3 different teams, and he's like 10. Like Prince said, 10 tries and 4 and 6.
Yeah, it is what it is. You can't have. You can't have.
And now
4
they're talking about
championships.
Kyrie Irving. I've seen people posting Kyrie Irving with the Lakers jersey with LeBron. So I'm like, all right.
Right. You know, yeah, and here's the funny part. Y'all guys keep talking about, let's put it all in perspective. You're going to give LeBron a pass for his first 7 years. You know, he was a rookie and blah, blah, blah. If you're going to use that.
Let's just say, but Jordan doesn't get free pass for being a
use
rookie.
it on
But
Jordan.
LeBron gets free pass for
Use that.
being young. It's
If
laughable.
you're going to lose that logic, then lose it on Jordan because Jordan was
On everyone and even Jason.
LeBron was a baby.
Again, I'm not going to make excuses because again, a loss is a loss. But at the same time, if you're going to use the logic, LeBron going to beat this kid. This team was quote unquote better. Why about Jason Kidd in 2002, 2003? He had to go up against the Lakers and the Spurs. What about AI in 01? He had to go against the Lakers. What about other guys in NBA history? You know?
Yeah. So I mean, we can't do that because I people like to pick and choose points. You can't do that for LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, this ain't how they bring up your Prince. They say that how they want to bring up Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen wasn't a Scottie Pippen. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, yo, even when Scottie Pippen came in the late '80s and got drafted, the Bulls were still losing. They didn't win until 1991. So this notion that Scottie Pippen is this, oh my God, be all partner for Michael Jordan, they still were losing in the '80s.
Right.
They didn't win until 1991.
Right.
Scottie was not this over top elite
really,
player and all this. Also, the way these dudes want to hype him up to be.
Pippen didn't really hit his peak until about 1990. You know what I mean?
Around that, yeah, that's when we started.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta give people time to develop.
I love that the LeBron fanboys bring that up. I'll be like, yo, that's the most weakest argument I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and Jordan was not a superstar.
I was wrong, Zach. You were right about the Warriors, man. You guys were right. You were right about the Warriors this whole time. No, you were right. I was wrong. Hey, congrats to Golden State. They earned a championship.
I think he wants his money. He bet you.
What, did he bet money?
I'm just kidding.
Oh. Okay.
So hold up, G-Man, what do you think about this whole Kyrie Irving thing? I mean, this thing is just, it is whatever to me because it's no surprise. These guys are
Yo, Dan,
jumping
hold
ship
on.
Kyrie's
already.
probably gone.
Yo, guys, we're gonna have to give people chances to answer the question besides
Yeah.
talking over. I mean,
Yeah.
yo, G Money, what you think of this year's draft? The floor is yours.
OKC got better getting a bid that can stretch the floor, a versatile that can block shots. And Chet Holmgren, Pialo, he's a good ball handler, can get to the rack. Bonchero to the Magic will get better. The Pistons got spicy in this draft, getting JD Ivey, other picks though. Do not be surprised. I'm not saying these teams will make the playoffs next year, but don't be surprised if they're competitive next year. Don't be surprised because they're good young talent. Yeah,
I got a question for you.
yeah.
What's up?
Shy.
He started breaking up.
No, so
breaking up.
I told
Okay.
Princess. I told Princess this draft reminded me of 2013. I don't think this is a superstar draft. I think
I agree.
this is a role player draft. Do you agree?
You can make a case. I say yes for now, but we're going
Like
to find
Paolo,
out.
I think I'm not saying Paolo's going to be a bust. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he's going to be on a Tobias Harris or Aaron Gordon type level.
I can see that though, probably. Yeah.
But I don't see any guy who really stands out. Like there might be one guy people are sleeping on, but I don't really see this being as a superstar draft. Like I think the last three years, 19, 20, 21, you've had superstars in there like Anthony Edwards, Morant. I think Cade Cunningham is definitely going to be a superstar. But this year, I don't see anyone that catches my eye.
Oh, you meant Anthony Edwards, not DeAnthony. You meant Anthony Edwards. But I get your point though. I can see it though. We just gotta find out in a few years.
What do you think about? Have you heard of the guy Bulls drafted or no?
Let me check. Bulls. Let me check. Who are the Bulls draft?
They drafted someone named Dalen Terry. I've never heard of him honestly.
Hey,
this draft,
yeah, Dalen Terry. Yeah,
draft will have-
Dalen Terry.
Yeah.
This draft
yeah.
is not quote unquote. This draft is not quote unquote sexy, like how a lot of people say in sports. Meaning we don't see.
Like no, like I mentioned, I don't think there's any like. I think you'll have good players that could contribute to a team. I don't think there'll be a true superstar. I think the last 3 years. I think the last 3 years you've had superstar draft. This year, I don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing mind blowing in this draft. There's nobody that really catches.
Like last year, I think Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham, they're gonna be superstars in this league one day. Same with LaMelo and Anthony Edwards, and then Zion. Those 3 years were superstar draft classes. This year is like, I don't see anyone that's gonna be
a superstar.
A guy you could build your team around. I think there'll be good players that could contribute to a championship team, like Paolo.
Right.
But I don't see Paolo being like.
You don't think Ivy could be that? No. Just Cade Cunningham. Never mind.
Another two, Paolo doesn't really have explosiveness. He's a good player, but he doesn't have explosiveness in his game either.
Right. True.
If you look at most powerful, like Giannis has explosiveness. I don't see he does. Paolo doesn't have explosiveness in him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
And I want to ask you guys this: if you had to put your hair on your chinny chin, finger on your chinny chin, I should say, where do you think Kyrie's going to go if you had to guess? And KD.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question because
as of right now, things might change, but as of right now, where do you think these two guys?
I think Brooklyn. I don't think they should do it, but I think Brooklyn will pay him max because I don't think they want to take the risk of losing KD.
Okay, what about Kyrie? Where do you think he's going to go?
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to answer all of you guys. You pick a team you think Kyrie is best fitted for, and tell me why. So we're gonna start off with you right now. What's the team best for Kyrie Irving?
The Los Angeles Clippers.
Okay. All right. Hey, yo, John, what about you?
Right now, I think the team that's best suited for Kyrie would be Brooklyn. I think they're gonna cave and give him all the money he needs, so they don't lose Kevin Durant.
All right.
If it's not Brooklyn, then the best suited. If they were to trade them, the best trade offer is gonna come from the Los Angeles Clippers.
I say it's between the Clippers or the Heat. To me, it's between the Clippers or the Heat. I don't see Kyrie staying with the Nets, which is shocking. I just don't think they could give him the money.
No,
Um,
I think they are because when you think about it, if Kyrie's gone, they lose KD too. Do you think Brooklyn are gonna take that chance?
I mean, I get your point, but does Brooklyn want to deal with Kyrie's BS? That's the thing too. You have to consider. Though.
Well, like I said, if KD leaves, then that's this whole thing was a failure.
I mean, that's true. I mean,
It
I
really was a failure. The big three
like I said,
collapsed.
I don't think,
Yeah.
but like I said, but why are they waiting until now? Like, if they really wanted to pay Kyrie, they would pay him now rather than later. You know.
Hell
I
yeah.
think
So-
maybe they're
So
testing him. I don't know, but maybe
that's
they're
my point.
testing to see if they could get anyone else. But because we all know KD's leaving if Kyrie's leaving.
Yeah, we know. I get your point, but I'm saying is that I don't think the Nets want to deal with his BS. Why would they want? Look, Kyrie's a great talent, great player, but I don't see why the Nets would want. I mean,
like I said,
think the
they don't
Nets-
want to lose KD. They don't want
No,
to
I
lose their
understand.
star.
Yeah, I
franchise player.
understand that, but deep down, I don't think the Nets want a guy in Kyrie that's not gonna show up that's not gonna show up. That's to choose when to play here and now. What do you think, B? That's why I think Kyrie's gone.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I can't see Brooklyn Nets losing so-called two superstars on one team. That's a bad look.
I think
They gotta
KD.
keep something-
So
they
go
gotta
ahead.
keep
Sorry.
somebody. Yeah, they got to keep somebody. But if Kyrie leaves, I think his best fit would probably be the Knicks or the 76ers or something like that. You know.
I don't think it's going to the Knicks. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, me
Best
neither. I mean, because it's the Knicks. I mean,
And the
Knicks can't-
Sixers, that would be a good move. But here's the thing: what would Philly trade Brooklyn to get
Yeah.
Kyrie? What would Philly trade to get him?
Uh,
Will you give it like Tobias Harris? Because you traded away Danny Green to the Grizzlies to get D'Anthony Melton. Would you trade away Tobias Harris and who?
Yeah,
Matisse Thybulle or some picks or something?
they stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yo, what about you, Jay? Where's Kyrie going?
I say Clippers or the Heat for me.
Okay, he got
Really?
Clippers and Heat. You. Where does Kyrie go if he can't stay on the net?
Well, Kyrie might as well go to the Knicks.
We do
Build
got
the
young
team.
guys.
Build with them. Stop jumping ship. Stop doing what
Wait, I
LeBron
have a
and
question
KD
for
be
all of
doing. Jumping ship and calling everybody to join them.
I have a question for all you guys. If Kyrie joins the Clippers, are the Clippers the automatic favorite?
They'll be getting close. They'll be getting close.
Create a
that's
dynasty. These guys don't even have
They'll
a
be getting
dynasty.
close. They'll be close. I mean,
No, that's a super team. We can't deny that.
No, oh yeah, that is a super team. Fully healthy. Oh yeah, Kyrie, PG, the Claw. Yeah, that
The
is
only
a
thing
super
is though, if the thing with that though, we have to see who would leave because they
Mhm.
didn't they
They
pay
might
Reggie
lose
Jackson
depth.
a bunch of money too.
Yep. Who's
They might
gonna
lose
leave?
depth. That's the thing. They might lose depth.
No, but would they be able to keep Reggie Jackson?
I don't know because I don't know. Let me. That's gonna be tough though because
Because I
how
know
would Kyrie?
they still have TB. They have Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard. but
You have to
still-
trade Luke Kennard to get. You might have to trade Luke Kennard if you want to get Kyrie. You might have to trade him.
Like I said, I have to see who they lose to.
That's my. That's my
Let
thing.
me-
They're probably
let
the
me
most
ask you this
deepest
question.
team in the league.
Let
So
me
you
ask
might
you this
have to
question,
lose.
Chi-Town. Chi-Town, let me ask you this, because you say Kyrie going to the Clippers, and there's a notion or narrative around that Kawhi Leonard doesn't like super teams. He gets it done like.
I think that's false.
You know,
think
like
that's
super
false?
team. So what team? What
I
San
think
Antonio
he'll do
Raptors?
whatever
I mean,
it
Clippers
takes
in a
to
super team.
You think Kawhi Leonard will accept the super team? You think that's
Well, he'll do
Mumbo
whatever he
jumbo?
can to help his team win. Because
True.
Yep.
People
Why
think
wouldn't
he's
you
not
want Kyrie
the
to Kawhi?
leader. He's the one who bought Paul George to come to the Clippers.
True. And it's
And he could have just stay with Toronto and say, "Hey, let's go back to back." But he said he got Paul George to come with him.
and they do
And
need a
that's pretty
scoring
much
guard.
it.
Though.
Him and Paul
They need
George
a
a bunch of
consistent
role
scoring
players.
guard. The Clippers. They do need a consistent scoring guard.
This was when I'll talk about, you get recapping on Kawhi, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, come on. LeBron wants to all the top elite players to win championship, man. He doesn't want to deal with the competition. That's what I keep telling these guys that. They
And
want to
people
keep bringing them the
people
1980s
keep
with
saying
Jordan.
Kyrie's joining the Lakers. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I told him
Kyrie's not
he's not
joining the
joining
Lakers. Not going
LeBron
to
back
happen.
again.
You want? Just because he said he may want to play with LeBron doesn't mean he's actually going to do it. There's a lot of guys who say a lot of things. Doesn't mean they actually did it. Like
Okay, but if he is on the Lakers, I'm gonna give this to John. I know it's almost impossible, but let's just entertain
No,
it.
it's possible. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It's a chance. Doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
The big
It's
five,
possible,
four
but it's
Hall
not
of
likely.
Famers.
It's a difference. Anything is
So
possible, people. It's
Prince,
not
you were
likely.
saying something?
Yeah, yeah. If Kyrie is on the Lakers, I know it's almost like really hard to get that done because the numbers don't match up and Brooklyn don't even want Westbrook. But if he is on the Lakers, what what's your chances for the Lakers? You think?
I think in order for that to happen, it'll gotta be a problem for a problem swap. So you gotta trade
Who dropped
AD
you?
and
Who dropped you?
AD and Russ gotta go to Brooklyn
Yes.
in exchange
Mm,
for Kyrie and Ben Simmons.
You're gonna have to get a third team involved, I think.
Yeah, you'll have to get a third
But
team involved to get that done. And do I
so
think
would you trade?
they'll
You just said AD, so
with I would say with I would say they'll be in contention like in the playoff hunt, but nothing more,
right.
nothing less. I wouldn't see them going all the way to make a deep
Well,
play.
I have another good question for you guys. So if Kyrie's gone, we know KD's gone. Where would KD go?
I'm gonna shock people. It's
What?
two. It's
He's
three
probably gonna
teams
go to
that can keep
Memphis.
going. It's here's the thing. What would the
Listen,
Grizz trade the Nets though to get Katie? What would he trade?
I
Who?
mean, people are saying him in Miami would be a good fit.
I can see
Jimmy
that.
Butler.
Honestly,
Yo, but
I'm not being biased,
yo,
but I think it'd be a good fit with the Bulls
We're
too.
just assuming
Me
right
too.
now,
I can
just like
see
we assume
Bulls,
James Harden and
Suns.
Kyrie that was gonna
I'm gonna
make
shock people. I see the Suns, the Bulls, also what other team? And let's see, Suns, Bulls, and maybe the Heat. That's my guess.
76ers are another possible too.
Would they have to
yo,
trade
but
like James Harden or something? I don't think they're
yo,
gonna
but
do that though.
check this out though. John said Kyrie for AD. Now that's a complete different story. The Brooklyn Nets will take Anthony Davis.
But then Lakers
I think
trade 80. That's
Bro,
the thing.
AD's injury prone, man. AD ain't gonna
the thing.
last, man. He's just
Do
man.
you think Kyrie and LeBron is a better fit? Then you could just trade Russell Westbrook for some role players and get some depth. That makes the most sense though, right?
And that's
What
it.
y'all
Because
think?
who's going AD? AD can't last.
If you
AD
trade Westbrook, you have to add THT in there, maybe another young piece in there, and some picks. Because
Well, no,
remember,
I'm
if you're
saying,
gonna make, yeah,
I'm saying, look, if the Brooklyn Nets just trade Kyrie for AD, you still got Russell Westbrook on the Lakers. You could just take him and trade him for role players and build your
right.
team around LeBron and Kyrie Irving. I think that's
Yeah,
a better championship contender.
probably. Oh, I see your point. Yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah,
Because look, Michael Jordan wants Russell Westbrook, right? So
yeah.
you could get Gordon Hayward, you could get PJ Washington, you could get
Kelly
all of these
Oubre.
role players. Yeah, Kelly Oubre. You could put all that on the Lakers with Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, and it'd be a complete different team. But I think that's a good championship contending team. 2 All-Stars and a good solid role players. That should be enough, right?
Right.
So that kind of solves your problem. You got to probably get rid of AD then.
True, but do I think the Lakers are gonna do that? I doubt it.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't think so.
like,
Well, if
but AD only
KD
made what
goes on
2
Nets, he's
years,
not
and
even
they're
gonna
gonna
be
get
available
rid of
for
him
KD.
after 2
Good
years.
point, man. 80's hobbled a lot. And do you think 80? Let's assume AD is
AD's
healthy.
overrated to me, man.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say Davis is healthy.
Well,
Hypothetically
one thing. He said he hasn't touched a basketball since.
April 5th. April
So that
5th.
tells you he's not even.
Well, let him
He's
go.
not
Watch him
committed.
get hurt
He's
again.
not serious. It's not serious.
You gotta get him crutches, man. You gotta
Wait,
get
what
him
did you say,
crutches, G
G-Money?
money for AD, man.
I said he's not serious. He's not committed.
Yeah, exactly. So that just gives me. That just makes me think he's gonna get hurt on purpose.
Why you say on purpose though? Why you
Because
say
I
that?
don't know. He doesn't. It seems like he doesn't even like basketball anymore.
AD's overhyped, man. These guys coming up in the
I
chat
think he
talking
was
about
satisfied with that
AD. And,
bubble ring, and he's like, "Hey, I
I
got
agree
one."
with that. I agree.
Okay,
He's been content.
Remember when people were making comparisons to Tim Duncan? Like,
That
come
was
on.
disrespectful as hell. Yeah.
let me flip this then. AD and KD is on the Brooklyn Nets with Ben Simmons and those role players. How far do they go in the East?
I don't think 80 and Ben Simmons.
I don't
Championship.
think
They go
they
to
go
the
far.
championship.
It
They ain't
depends.
going for
It depends on the role players
AD's
around
injury
them.
prone. They
It
ain't
depends
going
on the
far.
role players around them. To me, it
Injury
depends on the
prone.
role players around those three guys.
Yeah, let's just
Injury
say they keep.
prone. He's gonna collapse.
Let's just say
Did
they
he keep
keep.
Steph Curry?
Let's just say they keep. Yeah, let's just say they keep the same roster they got. Only guy come off is Kyrie Irving, and you got AD on there. How far do they go?
If healthy, that's a team that could be dangerous. That's a team that could contend for the NBA Finals if they're healthy.
And they would have real rim protection and like inside presence, which they were missing.
Right. And you get
On
a
top of that, you can play 80 at the 4 because 80 doesn't even like playing center. So
Uh-huh.
you could have him at the stretch 4 with Claxton or Claxton.
Yeah.
Because
Yo,
80,
John,
I
they
think
win
the other
title?
problem with the Lakers too is that they're playing him at center too much. He doesn't like
Yeah.
playing center. He likes playing power forward.
Yo, John,
Yeah.
he's asking you a question. If AD hypothetically gets traded to the Nets, you think the Nets win the championship?
Hell no.
I would say as long as
Assuming health. Assuming health.
assuming health, it depends on their point guard, who their point guard is. To be
They still
honest,
keep Ben
Probably have to
Simmons.
be Patty
They still
Mills.
keep Ben
I don't
Simmons.
think so.
I would
think
say
it's happening.
if they still have Ben Simmons on their roster and he's fully healthy and his marbles are straight, then they could win the championship.
And you still got Patty Mills, like what Chi-Town said. You still got maybe you keep
Seth Curry?
Dragic.
But they're gonna go
Curry
past what
there.
the Bucks.
Maybe you
they're
keep
gonna go past
Drummond.
what?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Curry's
You
more
get,
of a-
hold up.
Steph Curry's more
You
of a
got rid of
shooting guard.
Seth Curry?
No, you keep Seth. You keep
Oh, okay.
Seth. You
Okay.
keep him. You
Yeah,
need
yeah,
shooting. You
Okay.
need Seth.
No, but
I don't
he's
see
more
them.
of a. He's more
I
of
would
a
say
two guard.
It's like people thought the
I
Suns was gonna go to the finals. Look what happened.
would say a team like that is definitely going to the finals.
Nah, I don't see it.
No, that's if they're healthy.
If they're healthy.
Because
Who they
because
gonna beat? Who they gonna go to the finals?
Ben Simmons could guard 1 through 4.
Mhm. And he could slow down. That's true. He could slow down a Jimmy Butler or a Giannis. He is a good defender. Yeah.
But another thing about 82,
Okay, you should
he's a
see.
little out of shape.
That's what I hear. You should see.
Have you noticed 80's out of shape compared to what he was in 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He-
because
he's
he's not in
gained
the
some weight.
bubble no more. He's not in the bubbles. It's real life.
No, but even before the bubble, 80 was in great shape. Now
That
he's
bubble
like,
championship don't even count.
he's gained a lot of weight.
Oh, that's good. Well, you're gonna hear the excuse. Game
Oh,
weight.
wait,
I don't know about that. I just recently saw a video with Tim and LeBron working out. He looked in great shape.
Well, yo, John, did you just say that bubble championship don't count? Are you one of
Nah,
those people that
I
feel
didn't
that?
say that.
Every ring counts. Every ring counts.
I didn't
The
say
bubble
that.
championship don't count on me, man.
That was Jaren.
Oh, that was you. That was you, John.
Every ring counts. No matter if it's bubble or high school.
Well, for me, I think that
A
court.
lot of
You
fans
know
will
what
count
that
that
bubble
bubble
thing-
championship, bro. It's not just me.
Here's one thing we could say then. A championship, yeah, you know, it's on paper, it counts, but they're not all treated equal.
no,
I
but
think-
here's the
No,
thing with
I
the Lakers
agree with that.
championship. But when you think about it, though,
let's
who
just
else
say
would
they
have
all
won that
not
year,
treated
though?
or valued
Prince.
equal.
If you think about it, though, who else would have won?
Exactly. Yeah. We see you had the
2020.
Nuggets, you had
Yeah, I
Miami.
think even
Who
if there
else
was
you
no
had?
bubble, I think the Lakers would have won.
Well, the only other team out there is probably like the Bucks or the
I don't
Heat.
know,
I
or
don't
though.
see the
Clippers.
Bucks
That's
winning
it.
with
So,
Eric
yo,
Bledsoe.
folks,
Eric
right
Bledsoe
now-
was
Then it's the Heat or
so bad.
Clippers. Then the Nuggets were not going to win the title. Let's
Well,
be honest.
Clippers
Yeah,
already
but
blew that
the
3-1.
Clippers with Doc
3-1
Rivers
against the
isn't
Nuggets
gonna.
the last time.
Then
Clippers
who?
with Doc Rivers are not winning a championship. With Doc
Chi-Town, let me
Rivers.
counter that.
Then
You
who?
said who?
I don't see the Celtics. I thought
No, I
Boston
said
did.
the Lakers. I think that
Everybody
even if
assumed
there was
Boston
no
was going to
pandemic,
take out the Golden State. Look what
So,
happened.
so what are you saying? So if the Lakers, so what you're saying, Chi-Town, if it was regular circumstance, let's say the Lakers are playing at Staples Center, everyone's in their home building. You're saying the Lakers don't win at all?
no, I said they still win. No, even if there was no bubble. Because
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
but
I
look,
agree.
the only
Hold
teams that
on.
were the
Hold on,
Bucks.
let me counter that. AD's always hurt, right? They have 4
Hey, but guess what?
That's what I
Paul
kept
George
saying.
is
We're just
hurt.
assuming health, though. P.
Who
We're
saw
assuming
that
George-
he's
health.
going to
Paul
go
George
to
and
the
Kawhi.
finals with the Nets?
Same thing with
hurt.
Kawhi and PG. They're injury prone. Kawhi
No,
got
they were
hurt.
hurt
Oh,
before
man.
the pandemic started.
AD's
I don't know,
And who
man.
knows? Jamal
No,
Murray
no,
could have gone
Paul,
in
I
the
remember
race.
Paul George was dealing with an injury before the pandemic started.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys played injured.
On top of
They
that,
came
too,
back from
no,
the
no,
injuries
no,
too.
this is why I think the
Won.
Lakers would have won, right? Because the only other two contenders were the Bucks and the Clippers. The Bucks were not going to win with Eric Bledsoe as their point guard. Let's be honest.
I agree. I agree.
And then the Clippers with Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers always falls apart in the playoffs.
I
So I don't
agree,
see
and
them winning
also
either.
I don't trust the Clippers' fourth quarter execution. Yeah,
Yeah. So
Okay.
the only
So
team
who's
I
gonna be the
think winning.
clutch? Who's gonna be the clutch for the Lakers then? Who's gonna be the fourth
I
quarter
mean, they
guy?
had good depth too. If you notice that Laker team, they had
yeah,
depth. They had
yeah. Caruso,
KCP,
Rondo, Howard,
Kuzma.
Kuzma.
All right.
It's
You
So
not
I
had
like
want to
there was
answer.
like
Clippers.
I want to answer all four of y'all this before we dip out. Because Hoop Facts brought this up. There's some people that got Giannis Antetokounmpo in the media ranked at number 13. I say that's too high, especially in this
Hey,
moment.
welcome to the media.
It's too
If he
high. What?
Right. Yo,
if he
I
wins
give you
another,
something, Prince. I give you something, Prince.
Yo,
hold
yo, yo,
on.
yo, Giant. Let P talk. Let P talk, man. Go ahead.
If he wins another championship, do you validate that 13th spot or still not? Because I don't even if he gets another
Still too
championship,
early. Still
I
too
think he's
early.
top 20 right now. He's top 20
that's
right
too
now.
high.
I say like top 25 for me. Top 25.
I would put him
Yo,
over Karl Malone.
yo, John, what about you? Where's Giannis at right now for you?
Man, Giannis right now for me, I got him top 25.
Okay.
Wait, do you guys
All
have
right. So
Giannis ahead of
13 is
Jerry West?
we all could agree 13 is too high,
Yes.
right?
Man, I remember Shannon
Yeah,
Sharp put
slightly.
freaking Steph
Yes,
Curry over
slightly.
Shaq in his top 10.
Do you guys have
So,
Giannis over
I mean,
Isaiah
this
Thomas?
is it is
Nah,
what it
Isaiah
is.
Thomas did more. No, Isaiah Thomas did more.
Oh man.
What
Well, I'm
about
just
Oscar
saying,
Robertson?
everybody
Is he
got their
ahead of
top
Oscar
10
Robertson?
today.
That's hard to say.
Because I remember Shannon Sharp put Steph Curry top 10. And
Word. Man,
Um, I
that's
say
crazy.
no,
he bumped in Shaq.
slightly no.
Well, what about you, Prince? Do you have Giannis ahead of Jerry West, Isaiah Thomas, Oscar Robertson, those guys?
Not Isaiah Thomas. Jerry West. eh, Jerry West is debatable, man. 'Cause Jerry West got 8 finals losses, man.
Yeah,
But, I mean,
Is he ahead of Karl
Oh,
Malone and Charles Barkley?
oh, 8 finals losses. God damn, bro. I
damn,
forgot about that
I
shit.
do think it's better than
God
I do think
damn.
it's better than Barkley. I mean, I like Chubb. I do think it's better than
The
Barkley.
biggest stage
I do
and got, and then they gonna say, "Well, what's
Karl
the team?
Malone,
What's the team?"
debatable.
I think he's top 20 right now.
Who
I
Jerry
think he's
West?
do you guys have him ahead of KG, Kevin Garnett?
Yeah,
Kevin Durant's what 9-time All Defensive
I think
team.
so. Yeah,
Kevin Durant's All Defensive team. No, that's something. I'm
Because I'm
checking.
thinking of people in top 20.
Or 8.
Like from after 11, I probably have Jerry West, David Robinson. This is not in order. David Robinson, Isaiah Thomas, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Oscar Robertson. I'm thinking who else is out
The
there.
mailman.
we said the mailman.
Yeah, I think he's better than
But
KG.
okay, since we just talked, who's the best player to not win an NBA championship? Is Karl Malone on that list?
He was
tough.
to Allen Iverson.
Chris
He was
Paul,
to
James
Allen
Harden is a
Iverson.
lot worse.
Or Allen
Well, let's be
Iverson?
honest. Karl Malone had 2 rings. He would probably be a top 10 player of all time if he
You
had
can
two
Yeah,
make
he's the
championships.
second all-time scorer. These make it look like these guys in the '90s were not good enough. Like, dog, these guys were Hall of Famers.
There's also Chris Paul, James Harden. They're on that list.
Yo, John, what about you? Who's the best player to not win an NBA championship?
The best player to not win, that's
AI
tough.
is up there too.
I
Reggie
mean,
A
Miller,
lot of
like,
people say,
Allen
a lot of
Elgin
Iverson
people
Baylor.
say,
definitely up
Pat
there.
Ewing.
man, that's
Elgin Baylor.
tough. I would say, man, that is so tough. Dude, there's so many great players.
yes, there is. But yo, there's something about Iverson not winning the ring that just stings me, man. 'Cause
And he played in
so
multiple teams too. That's the crazy thing.
For me,
Allen
it's
yo,
Karl
played
Malone and
multiple
Charles
Bro,
teams.
Barkley.
I don't know, man. I would have said Iverson if he had more than one finals appearance, but I
On top of
can't
that,
do
I
it
feel like
off this
Iverson, like
one.
he had a lot of baggage that came with him after
Yeah,
2000.
I remember Kobe
He
said
had a lot of
Iverson.
he
Yo,
had
I
some
remember.
personal problems.
I would say Karl Malone. I'll go with
okay.
Karl Malone, the mailman.
Really over Iverson?
No,
Yeah.
he said
Wow.
Let's be
Yo,
honest,
do
though.
you realize?
Iverson
Hold
had
on.
the problems. He had some personal problems. Like there would
and he
be times
didn't
where
like
he's at
Larry
the club.
Brown too.
Instead
Yo,
of
y'all
going
gotta
to
get
at the
some
practice, he'd be at clubs.
I remember
Y'all
Kobe
gotta start
said
getting
if Allen Iverson was his height, he would have been a serious problem in the damn league.
Yeah,
yo,
Prince, you were saying something?
yeah. Karl Malone, we gotta put some respect on his name. This man is a multiple-time MVP. He got scoring titles. He got everything except for an NBA championship. And he would, if he had an NBA championship, you could make a case he top 15, top 10.
If it wasn't for the Pistons, the Rockets, the Sonics, the Bulls, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
Well,
The
1998 was
Kings,
Yeah, Keem Olajuwon. Yeah, Keem
the
Olajuwon.
Kings too.
Actually, yeah,
snapped me
Keem
up.
Olajuwon and Jordan in the 90s.
another guy too, Charles Barkley. People forget how great Charles Barkley was.
Oh
He
yeah,
was a
Charles
beast.
Barkley was
Just,
good. Dudes need to go look at Charles Barkley
just imagine if
highlights,
he
bro.
played
He
today
was good.
in today's league.
He was a beast.
Yeah. Charles
Mhm.
Barkley averaged a double-double in today's league.
Charles
You know,
Barkley was a beast. Dudes,
Because he could
dudes need
he's
to
not
go look
on
it
the
up.
inside. He
I
could
don't
get
know
you
why dudes
outside
just don't
too.
go look it up.
He hit the
Dudes need to
three,
go
the
look it
mid
up.
range. He was athletic too when he went in his prime.
He was very athletic.
oh yeah.
People would
And
think
underrated passer too. He's a good passer
I
too.
think
And a good rebound.
he's that funny fat guy on TV. They don't even know
Yeah.
he was half as good as he was.
Yeah. That's perception though, man, because he's just an old guy that talked a lot of shit now. So that's how people look at him. You know?
On Charles Barkley, right?
Well, KD and Charles Barkley were going at it on social media.
Oh yeah, yo,
No,
yeah,
Charles
break that
Barkley's
down. What
on
happened?
television. He's not also
Break that
tweeting
down.
on this guy back. It's KD that's tweeting.
Yeah, yo, hold
KD's
on, break
that's
that
tweeting.
down.
Charles Barkley on television.
Jay.
The whole bus driver.
Yo, Jay, Jay, let Shy Town break that down real quick.
Oh,
What
yeah.
were you saying, Shy?
No, so Charles Barkley just basically said that KD needs to prove he's the guy on a team. The
Bus
actual
driver.
bus driver. And then KD like got his panties in a bunch. He's like, Chucky, you're a hater. You call him Chucky.
Okay.
And then he's like, he said, you're a hater. All that, and then he just got so sensitive.
KD's always been a sensitive guy. I mean,
Sensitive, yo. You say
But-
anything about his game, he ready to go at you, yo.
And it's not like Charles Barkley said KD was a bad player. He just said that, like, because Kobe had to prove he could win without Shaq.
Yep.
Steph proved he could win without KD. He said now it's time for KD to prove he could win without the Warriors.
Steph.
He said
Yo,
nothing wrong.
Yo, do you see Kevin Durant like retired years from now on YouTube debating with people? And like,
Kevin Durant.
Possibly,
I can
the way
see
he's
that.
sensitive, yeah.
I don't
Good
think
way
so.
so much, man.
I
Yeah.
don't think
You know
so. I
Kwame
don't
Brown?
think so.
you know how Kwame Brown is like on the internet now, YouTube? And
Yeah.
Well, he's going on YouTuber shows too. He was on
Yeah,
TV
so-
show once.
Oh, but yeah, that's my point. I'm trying to say Kevin Durant will be able to be talking to YouTubers in the future. I think
Hey,
that,
Prince, will you welcome him to the panel?
Yeah,
I
well,
think he
yeah.
would. I think Prince would. I definitely would.
Doug, I had before I was doing these YouTube videos that came back. I was talking to guys like Nate Robinson on the regular because I worked for a law firm.
You were with Ron Artest too, right? Ron Artest
Ron
too?
Artest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
There's a couple dudes I already chopped it up with, but I wasn't on YouTube like that at the time. If I was, I would have had them on here already. I chopped it up with Steven Jackson. I chopped it up with
Oh,
Nate
Steven
Robinson.
Jackson. Wow.
I
And
met
Ron
Steven Jackson. I met him. Steven Jackson.
Yeah, Steven Jackson's always around my neighborhood in LA because I work in downtown LA. He's always around me, so I always get to bump into him a couple of times. But since I moved to LA, I've met so many former athletes and basketball stars. The list is long. You know?
You see, I mean, Prince, have you seen Larry Johnson? Grandma Mom?
No, I haven't seen Larry.
He was another one too that was a beast.
Yeah, Larry
I
Johnson.
met John
Larry
Starks.
Johnson?
I met
was
John
a savage,
Starks.
man. Yeah.
Wow.
I met
That's
John Starks
amazing.
when he was.
Dudes don't know the 90s. Dudes want to talk about plumbers. They don't even know the damn players, who the players are.
No,
Larry
I met
Johnson
him when he was at Utah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But no doubt, man. I could see Kevin Durant being on YouTube making videos.
I think
He's
so too, because he's not gonna let that shit slide.
Yeah, he engages.
Like LeBron wouldn't
I
even care,
don't know
but
if he's
KD would just be
building
like,
on
nah, I gotta get on this dude on Twitter.
Oh,
That's
LeBron
what-
doesn't. He doesn't even argue with people on Twitter. He doesn't even acknowledge them.
Yeah, he don't.
Yeah.
That's what he's supposed to do. You're not
Do you
supposed
think
to
that's a good
acknowledge
thing
him.
that Kevin Durant?
And you know what's funny too? Do you remember that guy Fitzgerald who used to coach the Knicks?
Yeah.
You know he said because he was at Miami's coaching staff. He said LeBron's problem in 2011 was that he listened to the media too much and he let it affect his game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
early you could tell the way LeBron came into the league how he was. Like he was kind of
He
hesitant.
said that LeBron listened to way too much media. He would literally watch guys like Skip Bayless, and then after 2011, he just ignored all that, and that's when he
Yeah,
started
he got
winning.
better for it.
Yeah,
There's a
you gotta
rumor-
do.
Yeah, there's rumors that he had a list of guys that he was gonna call out if he won the 2011 championship, and Skip Bayless was on that list.
Oh yeah, I remember he did the thing with KD.
Yeah.
Yo, and
So,
KD doesn't like Skip Bayless. I'm like, Skip Bayless keep pumping this guy up. He said it. He don't like
Well, did
you.
you see Russell Westbrook? He responded to Russell Westbrook. No, he responded to Skip Bayless because
yeah.
Skip Bayless kept calling him Westbrook. He said, "Hey, get your name out of my mouth. I mean, get
But yeah,
get my
I
name out of
bet
your
you
mouth."
Westbrook would pop him in his mouth though, because he looks like the type that would push Skip Bayless in the damn face.
Yo, Zach's asking, did he get a free hood pass to go to Queensbridge? Yes, you do. All right. Don't go there by yourself. Okay, you have to contact somebody like me or somebody else with us. But I don't recommend nobody to go to Queensbridge Project if you not know. If you don't know, nobody don't know. I'm just giving you the heads up.
Yeah, I'm from New York. I already know what's over here from Chris. You don't have to tell me, man.
Okay.
Yo, why you telling me? I already know, Chris. I'm in New York, bro.
Word. Unless you want to get
Yeah.
robbed or chased there.
Grand Theft Auto 6, man. Grand Theft Auto 6, the city of New York.
That's the type of neighborhood. If nobody knows you, you're a target.
GTA, bro.
Yeah. So don't go there by yourself. Don't go there by yourself.
You guys, I'm gonna check out right now. I'll catch you guys on the
Right.
on the flip side.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
All right,
Salute.
John,
I'll take care, bro.
brother. Salute, brother. All right. But yeah, man. Yeah, we about to be out of here, man.
You have any luck leaving the country?
Well, hopefully this month. I mean, there are some things going through that's starting to work into my favor right now. So
Wait, so you're just
it
working
is
from.
what it is.
So you're working from over there, right, in Philippines? Your job?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. Your job lets you go for like, what was it, like 8 months or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I got such high status in this job anyway because I put the work in, so I could work from home. I don't even have to come to the office. But
that's what I'm talking about. My
I wish
homeboy's
I had a
doing
job
that.
like that.
My homeboy's doing that lives in North Carolina where he works at home.
Yeah,
like over here, I'm required to go to the office like 40 hours now.
Yeah.
Like before,
Same
I
over
used to be
here in
able to
New
work from
York.
home.
New York too. We in
But
New
now
York.
that after COVID's done, they said you have to come to the office.
Yeah, because the mayor, same here in New York. The mayor's just like, all right, office open, back to work, woo, back to work, back to
for
work.
me,
all
I have
over
to
the
go
meeting.
office every day at 8 a.m. now. Before I used
You have
to
to go
chill at
to.
home.
Oh damn! Yeah, but man, I can't lie. I do miss LA, man. I miss the palm trees. I miss the below 70 weather, man.
Like Mr. Women too, huh, Prince? Mr. Women.
Well, I'm a married man. I can't co-sign that.
Oh, yo, like Prince, you homeboy Jay's a bad influence. The point of the cut this dude off.
But hey, that'd be good. That'd be good for you, man. If you see, I mean, LA would be a great place for you. Man. But I mean, I'm having a good time, man. I'm gonna post up the video probably later tonight. I'm gonna show y'all my pizza shop. I'm gonna show y'all the designs, everything. It's coming out. We got the paint job already done. We're gonna go in tomorrow. We're gonna clean the place up, and we're gonna be probably open up for business by like the first week of July. Even though I won't be here. I mean, if everything goes into my plan, I won't be here. But I'll be operating the business from afar. I just need some people to, that knows how to cook. So
that's cool, man. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
You pushing, man.
Yeah, you know it.
And I already know you're not like Kyrie and Kevin Durant is ready to jump ship. I know you're not that type, man. You guys are jumping ship. I'm like, what? I can't believe I'm seeing this shit all over my phone, bro. I'm like, what? Kyrie's about to what? Kevin Durant about to what? I was like, already?
What?
Yo. And you can't. What? And these guys.
Salute to you too, Zach. One love, man. Man, I love all you guys that come on this channel, man. I mean, you guys are passionate. You love your sports. I mean, I got respect for all you guys, man.
Yeah, same here, bro. Same here, bro.
Even if we disagree, it's still all love. I mean, I don't hold nothing personal. I'm not gonna sit here and get mad because you said LeBron go. It's not gonna change my life.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Jordan's the GOAT, man. I'm sorry if y'all everyone's offended. I mean, he's
Yeah.
the he's still the most popular in the United States. I mean, his sneakers, cultures all
Yo,
over the
yeah, that's funny. That's funny because I play with some of these Filipinos on a basketball court. They calling themselves Jordan. I'm like, you're 16, 18 years old, and you calling yourself Jordan? Shouldn't you be calling yourself Steph or LeBron? That's more like your era. But they rocking with Jordan. They got
Ooh!
Jordan jerseys. They got Jordan shoes. I mean,
Dang,
his
Jordan's the most
his legacy.
iconic player in NBA history. Dude's just jealous, man.
Yeah, man,
It's
his
like Muhammad
legacy.
Ali. It's like Muhammad Ali was, at his
Yeah,
peak, and Ali was like the top of the world. Everyone knew Ali was the best.
word. But yeah,
You
man, I'm
know?
gonna sign off out of here, man. Yo, you
Yep.
guys have a good one.
You too.
I mean, salute to
All right,
y'all.
bro.
Peace.
Good luck
All right. All
coming
right.
back.
Thank you. Yeah, man. You know I'm gonna be back. Sooner or later it's gonna go into my favor. But peace.
Salute.
All right. So yeah, man. We had a good live stream, man. I mean, I love you guys for coming on here being passionate about sports. Even though sometimes we're talking over each other, but it is what it is. This is barbershop talk. Guys, they talk over each other sometimes, and I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, man, salute. I'm out. Peace. Hey, what do you want? Huh? What do you want? Good dog. Good dog. Look at this crazy dog. Look at this dog. See, look. Now he's like trying to scratch on my arms. Look at this. Look at this crazy dog. Peace.